Hi everyone, Suzanne here. I hope you're all well and welcome to So Custom. Today's video is a patterning one, so I'm going to show how I draft a tulip sleeve in a couple of different ways. So I'll start off really basic. I'll amp that up a touch with some trim. We'll then draft a fluted sleeve and create a different look for our tulip sleeve, and then we'll amp that up a little bit further. So if you're interested in seeing that, let's get started. Starting with the tracing, I'm using my half size knit sleeve block. Using the half size just makes it easier for me to film and easier for you guys to see. Making sure I'm adding in all of my markings. So that's the tracing complete. Now for the patterning. So the first thing to do is mark in the length I want my sleeve to be. So for this example, I'm measuring down from the underarm point 5 inches on both sides, drawing in my hemline, marking in the centre of the sleeve. I'll need that later on. And now to cut this piece out. So the tulip sleeve has two pattern pieces, one that crosses over the other. So the first thing to do is decide where I want my two pieces to cross over. So for me, I'm measuring up 3 inches from the hem on that centre line. And the next thing I have to decide is where I want my two pieces to cross over around the sleeve head. So to make it really straightforward, I'm just giving myself a little dot just to the right of my notch on both sides. So now to join the dots. So I'm using my hip curve here just to give me a nice smooth line and marking in that shape from the sleeve head through my centre line down to the hem, repeating on the other side. So that's my tulip shape marked in on both sides. So I've given myself some fresh paper underneath and I'm just tracing one of my petals onto that new sheet, making sure I'm adding in all of my notches. And cutting out. So you could just sew this one up as it is and it would make a really nice sleeve, but I'm going to kick it up just a little notch, and I'm going to do that by giving myself a little space to add some trim. So just measuring up from the hem about 1 inch or so. I'll do that on both sides, creating a little hem piece along the bottom, giving me the space to add some trim. So if you were doing this at home, the next thing you would do is add some seam allowance around all of your pieces and label. So this is my tulip sleeve. I'll cut 2 of the upper sleeve and 4 of the little band for the bottom. So to sew this piece up, the first thing I need to do is join my two sides together along that underarm seam. And now that that's done, I can move on to my bands. Same thing again, first thing to do is to join 2 of my pieces together along that underarm seam. And I'm going to do this one twice for all 4 pieces. So now to join those together along that bottom edge. And off camera, I'll turn this piece right side out and press, which you can see here. And now for that little piece of trim. So for this example, I'm using flat piping, but you could use any sort of trim you wanted here. Really all this trim is doing is just highlighting that tulip shape and adding another little detail into the sleeve. So next, to join my band to my upper sleeve along that bottom edge, sandwiching that trim in between. And now to finish the sleeve, I just need to join the 2 pieces together along the sleeve head. So just laying one side over the top of the other, lining up my notches and ready to stitch. So that completes the construction of my first example tulip sleeve. And once this piece is sewed up into an actual garment, this is how it looks. So it's still a nice simple sleeve shape, but just adds a nice little extra detail to your garment. So those of you that have been here for a while will recognize this dress. I have a tutorial showing how I sewed this whole dress up. I shall leave it linked below. But now on to the second example. So for this one, we're going to create a fluted sleeve first of all, and then from that fluted sleeve pattern, we're going to create a different style of tulip sleeve. So for the base here, I'm using my half woven sleeve block this time and following all of the initial steps I followed before. So tracing, marking in my notches, marking in my hem. So this time I've marked my hem at 3 inches from the underarm point, marking in my center line. So as I said, the first thing to do here is to create that fluted shape. So I'm marking in some slash lines here about 1 inch apart the whole way across the sleeve. Then opening up each of those slash lines, adding in some fresh paper, measuring the distance I want to spread, and sticking everything down. I already have a tutorial on this exact sleeve shape, so I'll just whiz through this here and I'll link that tutorial below. But essentially all I'm doing is opening up each of the slash lines, spreading, measuring my opening, adding some fresh paper and sticking everything down. So this completes the fluted sleeve pattern, which when sewn up looks like this. So on the way to getting our tulip sleeve, we've got a perfectly usable fluted sleeve to use as well. But now on to the tulip one. So I've redrawn in my center line. I'm popping 2 sheets of fresh paper underneath, tracing, adding in my notches, marking in my center line. And now I'm just going to follow exactly the same steps as before. So I'm marking up this time from the hem 2 inches, popping in my dots at each side of my notches, drawing in my nice curve shape for my petals, tracing one side through to that second piece of paper, and cutting out. And again, just like before, if you were doing this at home, you would add seam allowance around both pattern pieces, and before constructing the sleeve, you would finish your hems. As this is just an example, I'm going to start with joining these 2 pieces together around the sleeve head. So laying one piece over the other, matching up my notches. My fabric on both pieces is right side up, and joining these 2 pieces together with a stitch line that I'm running within my seam allowance. So that's those joined. The next thing to do is to close up that underarm seam. My fabric is right sides together this time and stitching at my seam allowance. And on this one I've laid my front over my back, but you could equally lay the back over the front, which will give you a different effect. So that completes the fluted version of the tulip sleeve, but we can amp this one up a little bit further, and we're going to do that by layering. So I have 2 fresh sheets of paper and I'm tracing off each sleeve piece. And now to get that layered effect, I need to add some length to each of my pieces. So for my second piece, I'm adding 1 inch along the hem. Tracing this lengthened piece through to my second sheet of paper, and then doing exactly the same thing here again, adding 1 inch to this piece. And I'll repeat that whole process again for the second side of my sleeve, giving myself 6 pattern pieces. So the fabric I'm using here is a satin back crepe, so it has a shiny side and a matte side. And for this one, I'm going to use it matte side up. Later on, I'll create a different effect using a mix of the satin and matte side, but for now I'm just matching up my pairs, joining them together along the sleeve head. And here, just joining up that underarm seam, all in exactly the same way as I did before. So that's each of my layers all constructed. Now to join these ones together. So just popping one over the other, matching up my underarm seam, matching up my notches, and stitching again within my seam allowance. So that's the first two pieces joined. And for the last, doing exactly the same thing again, laying it over the top, matching up my underarm seam, matching up my notches, and stitching. So that completes the amped up or layered version of the fluted tulip sleeve. And you can see here, it just gives a really gorgeous effect along the centre of the sleeve. And as I mentioned, we can create a variation of this, not by altering the pattern, just by using the fabric in a different way. So here I've just alternated my pattern pieces. Under the left hand side I have matte fabric facing up, and under the right hand side satin fabric facing up. And just matching up my pairs in exactly the same way as I did before. Just this time I have that extra texture with the satin and matte. And once this is all sewn up, this is how it looks, which again gives a nice variation and a different look. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you found it useful. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you've not yet subscribed, please do, and I shall see you on Friday. Until then, I hope you have a fantastic week. Bye, folks!